What is going on, guys? It is Noah C1108 here. How are y'all doing? And yep, welcome back to another reaction. Let's go. And this one's gonna be different because this time we're gonna be reacting to someone talking about someone, and this is made by someone well known, and it's made by Ty Records LOL. I don't know if I said his name right, but yeah, he makes really good content, so go sub to him. He has 5 million subs. And yeah, basically the video is called What is Dogman Failed Surgery AU? Well, basically, if you guys don't know what Dogman is, it's basically a movie. Like, this is the poster for it right here. And yeah, basically it's a movie. It's based on some comics about a dog and their owner who gets they get sent to the hospital because they got blown up or something, and they end up sewing the dog's head on the man's body. That's how he becomes Dogman. But yeah, today we're gonna react to this, and enough talking, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay.
I've noticed it's been a long time since my last
Alright.
AU because I was on a trip to meet you guys.
Okay.
But of course, to some, that's not a good excuse, so I'll make it up to you in the next upcoming weeks. Starting out by doing all of these AUs you guys voted for on this poll, doing 2 a week. And so today we're jumping into a story about a dog man. And you know what they say, every dog has its day.
Oh, nah, bro. What the nah.
Originally a
Hold
comic
on.
book series, Dogman is a funny movie where a police dog and a cop get fused together to become a dogman, a part dog,
Okay.
part human hero who fights crime and causes chaos, mostly by accident. And this AU takes the usual silly tone of Dogman and changes it for the greater worse. Starting out in the hospital one cold night, Dogman is laying in the bed, quiet, until he opens his eyes. Meanwhile, Nurse Jenny is walking down the hall of the hospital, looking at her keyboard at her next patient,
Alright.
where we can see that the officer's head was amputated using Greg the dog's head. Now in the movie, the same thing happens. The officer is pretty chaotic and reckless, while the dog is the smartest one in the duo. Now of course the dog was pretty smart, but anybody with a brain will see that this was disaster waiting to happen. And when
Yeah, I saw the
disaster
movie. They
finally
got
struck on
blown
that
up.
fateful day, the nurses decided, why not we just switch out the dog's head and put it on the officer's? Luckily in this
Sounded
universe,
like a
the
bad idea from
operation
the
was a
start.
success. He became a hero, but in another one, the complete opposite. Nurse Jenny finally entered the room and was surprised. She didn't see Dogman anywhere, so of course she asked,
Hope the audio is
"Where's the
good.
body?" Meanwhile, a doctor and the chief of police is walking down the
Nah,
halls,
bro.
with the doctor saying they've been working on Dogman for 2 weeks, assuring the chief that everything is worth the wait. With the chief saying, "I hope so. I've been worried about Greg and Knight, and it would really relieve me to see them.
Okay.
Trust me, it's better than you think." Then out of nowhere, they hear screaming coming from Dogman's room. Inside, Nurse Jenny is completely petrified, unable to move. She tries to run away, but doesn't get
Nah,
away
she
in
gone.
time.
She's dead.
And
Nah.
when the doctor and chief open the door to see what's all the commotion
Oh,
going
no.
on, they are greeted with Dogman mauling the nurse's face.
Okay.
Even repeatedly scratched
Nice.
on it, making
Nice.
her unrecognizable. I want you to keep in mind, dogs don't usually scratch their victims, and there's only 4 reasons on why they would do this. With the first one being marking their territory and leaving behind their scent to communicate to other dogs that come across it. Visual marking, comfort and instinct, and the other reason that I think it is for relieving stress and anxiety, which we'll find out why soon. But anyways, when Dogman goes for the next bite, they scream out, "What the?" And instantly Dogman runs away, jumping out of the window with Chief saying, "Hey, get back." And that's when
Oh
we're shown
no.
Sarah, the news reporter, who's seemingly waiting outside for the chief to leave the building after checking up on the two police officers. And that's when she hears a loud noise, saying, "What was that sound?" And little does she know, it was Dogman, who tries
Yeah,
to
y'all are
let out a
dead.
bark,
Y'all are dead.
but only sounds like a dog waiting to be let out by its owner, whining. With someone saying, "Oh my glob, what is that thing?" And it
Facts.
zooms out, showing us that it's Petey the cat saying this. Watching from his TV at home, he says, "It's a dog? Or a man?"
It's a monster!
As Dogman escaped the hospital and is running through town, it's revealed that everybody is glancing over at him, watching and scaring him, and confused, he's bumping into all of his surroundings. Wandering the night, people are so much scared of leaving the car with this creature roaming around. And all he wants to find is one place known as home.
Yep, there was
Inside
an
the
ad.
house, Officer
Anyways, we're
Knight's
back.
wife Alice is at home, and she's seemingly moving on with packages
Alright.
around the house. She did end up doing the same thing in the movie, with her telling the landlord that she's not gonna wait around for no dog man to come back home to, which kinda shows how unloyal she is, because at the end of the day, that's still her husband's body. But anyways, the dog man is stalking Alice from the bushes, and she's on her phone, clueless, on the front patio, possibly waiting for a taxi to arrive. And then she hears some scuffling and a faint whisper saying, "Alice." And when she looks over, she sees Dogman saying, "Alice." Then reality sunk in. Alice didn't see a peaceful Dogman happy to see his wife. She's seeing a monster, a creep. And scared that this creature was out for her blood next, she ran back inside, holding the door
I don't
closed,
like
and
this
as it
audio,
crept
this
towards the
music.
door, she booked it down the hall, telling herself in her head, "Run, Alice, run." And she hid inside of a closet with tears flowing down her face. And
She's done.
Somehow, Dogman got inside and is now looking for Alice on all four. Now, one interesting thing about this scene is that I've noticed that the creator has put in a lot of attention to detail. But a lot of people don't know this, but dogs can almost see perfectly within the dark. Unlike us humans, whose eyes not only take a long time to adjust in the dark, but just don't have the superiority over dogs in general when it comes to eyesight. But anyways, as she
So they
hides
have
in the
night
dark,
vision?
she
I don't
gets
know.
sniffed out. And as the door
Nope,
creaks
she's dead.
open, the beast reveals itself.
Yep,
And it goes in for the grab. It gets stabbed right in the hand.
Oh, W. Alice.
Out in pain.
Why did you do that to me?
W.
Wait.
Alice.
She's not Alice.
It's a demon that smells like her. And
Wait,
Dogman
what?
yells at what it thinks is a demon, saying, "Where's Alice?" And as Alice screams once again, he yells out,
What?
"Where's Alice?" With its psychotic eyes and blood all over its face, it's revealed, and we find out that Dogman's thoughts weren't real.
They weren't
He
real?
was no longer seeing clearly. And that poor woman known as Alice doesn't know that the man that she once loved is now a monster, and also views her as a monster, showing us that not only was Dogman an experiment that went wrong, but a consequence of someone trying to cheat.
100% wrong.
Sometime later, the police arrived at the house and were able to capture Dogman.
Good.
We're also told that everything seems to be safe as the monster was taken out of the city, but Chief will never forget everything he's seen that night. And when they found Dogman, he actually was in a weak state and he couldn't move or do anything like move a muscle because he most likely lost a lot of blood, which of course led to him being tranquilized and captured. The next day, the mayor of the city stormed into the chief's office asking, "Could someone
I know her.
explain to me?"
She's
Then someone cuts her off, saying,
kind of an
"Where did they leave
yeah.
Dogman?"
She's not really the best, the nicest person in the movie.
Mayor, please. We are in the middle of something important. Of course, the mayor's not having that and gets all up in her face. And she says, sorry? Then she goes completely in on them, saying, "My surprise this morning waking up reading this thing." And that's when on the other side of the table, it's revealed that the doctor is being interrogated by the police. In
Wait, is he in
response to the mayor by
handcuffs? I
saying,
can't tell.
"Well, I think you arrived in time to find out what happened." And that's when the doctor starts to explain the story
Is
on
that
how
him?
everything went down. One day, they both were in a very delicate life or death situation. Knight's head was slowly dying, and Greg, for his part, his body was going the same way. He had a hard time breathing. The doctor didn't know what to do to help them, until Nurse Lay thought she found a way to solve it. It was to join the dog's head with Knight's body. However, gosh, we didn't mean for Dogman to go out of control like that. And that's when the chief of police loses his temper. We didn't mean for the Dogman to go out of control like that? Do you have any idea of the damage caused by their stupidity? Then he jumps over the table and grips his collar,
Oh,
saying,
dang.
"Do you know the damage and panic that thing caused? The deaths
Dang,
it
bro.
caused.
Chill out.
I will make sure that this Dogman does not hurt anyone else again."
Another
Meanwhile, in
ad.
another part of the
Skip
city,
past
we're
it.
showing Petey the cat, who's not looking so good, and it's also revealed that he
Dang.
couldn't get any sleep all night. And as you can see from the drawings on the whiteboard of Greg and Knight,
Okay.
whatever's been keeping him up all night has something to do with Dogman. And as he sits there and talks to himself, he says, "I can't hide forever. He's going to find me as soon as he finds out I was the one who planted that stupid bomb." And fortunately for him, he gets an idea. That's it. He's going to find me, but not me.
Wait,
Me,
what?
Because he will find a clone of me. The clone will die in my place, and I will be free from suffering, thirst for revenge. Eventually, he does some research and surprisingly finds exactly what he's looking for online, which is a cloning machine. And after ordering the machine, it arrives pretty fast, and Petey ends up putting it together. And after using one of his whiskers to start the cloning process, he eventually does it and succeeds. But sadly enough for him, it starts out with the kid version of him. So his plan isn't really going so good, as far as I can say right now. And this is when we get updates on everyone involved after that tragic night. After his questioning,
He was
from
put
the
behind
police,
bars.
The doctor was put behind bars. As far as the nurse, she will never look pretty again. And she also says, a lot of the time, "I can't feel my face." The mayor ordered for no one to know about this situation. And if you know how the mayor acts within the movie, she's very, let's say, passionate about her job and the perception that the city
I can
has.
tell.
So of course she would demand that nobody know about this, especially the media. And sadly after that, Chief ordered for Dogman to be put to sleep forever. But the scientists had different
Which basically means put him down. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, basically put him down, which means kill him, basically.
They saw something within Dogman
Yeah.
that would allow them to
If you guys want to
make
know.
a breakthrough in science. And when the Dogman eventually woke up, he was subjected to a lot of inhumane experiments.
Dang.
Being shocked, his eyeballs being taken out.
Oh my
and
god.
Lots of other different unspeakable
Okay, this is terrifying,
It's
bro.
even said that it's so bad that he's not even able to rest at all times, and all he does is suffer. And his only choice is to obey the voice that orders him through the glass. And what even makes this situation even sadder is that they notice that this is a very smart dog, and they say maybe if he can learn how to talk or do something else, he can make this torture stop. Now, like I said before, they aren't wrong about that. The dog is very smart. It was even smart enough to find what wire could actually stop a whole bomb. But the fact that they're torturing this dog so bad so that they can create the first dog human or human-like dog
nah, bro.
is disgusting. And
Facts,
it's revealed
terrible,
that
bro.
he lives terrified of everything. And the only thing that keeps him calm is thinking deep down inside about his owner, Knight, and uses only Knight's hand to caress his head. Then out of nowhere we're shown two characters from the Captain Underpants series named George and Harold, who were actually the
Bro.
creators of the Dogman comic. They're
Oh,
now
yeah.
older, and they're also making the graphic, more R-rated version of the comics because Harold says they don't make comics for kids anymore. And then Melvin tells them that whatever they create might become real, and they get scared at first. But then George just tells them to shut up. And if you aren't
Is that it?
subscribed already, do that now to not miss out on the other AUs that are.
Alright, guys, well, I guess that's it for that. Yeah, that was a pretty scary AU. Shout out to Ty Records LOL. Shout out to him. And yeah, that was a pretty creepy one. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell, and also, I have a Discord server. That's where you can send me reaction video requests if anyone sees this video. But yeah, it'll be in the link in the description below. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell, and if you guys want more reaction videos, want to request me some, then make sure to subscribe. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.